BagPlaysGames, aka Bag.
What is up, baggers? Welcome to the Midweek Market Watch and news. And today we have a reveal for the second set in the Mega Evolution block, Phantasmal Flames. So Phantasmal Flames is set to release November 14th, which will feature Mega Charizard X EX. Pre-orders on the Pokemon Center are bound to come open this week. We have the Elite Trainer box, which features an illustration rare promo of Charcadet, Ultra Premium Collection featuring Mega Charizard X EX, releasing simultaneously to Phantasmal Flames. It is featuring the Mega Charizard X EX promo that was revealed earlier. Phantasmal Flames will be one of our smallest regular sets in years, featuring over 120 cards, 94 cards before secret rares. Our Phantasmal Flames set will be based on Japan's Inferno X and the Mega Gengar EX and the Mega Diancie EX that are releasing in Japan this month. We should also be receiving these Mega Gengar and Mega Diancie decks in October, and the only exclusive cards should be the promo Hauntor and the Meloetta in each one of their decks. And based on the trend Pokemon has gone in the past with releasing a Charizard set every 3 years, we had Flashfire in 2014, then Burning Shadows in 2017, and then we had Darkness Ablaze in 2020, and then in 2023, we had Obsidian Flames. Each one changing the gimmick based on what the game is going through. So right now we have the Mega Evolution, and in 3 years we should have the next gimmick based on the main series game. So going through some of the comments here on this PokeBeach article, shout out PokeBeach for having articles and having these comments. So this comment stood out to me. Please be Obsidian Flames 2.0, underwhelming. Please be Obsidian Flames 2.0, underwhelming, over and over. Oh, what am I kidding? It'll be scalped to all hells, won't it? Blah, blah, blah. And which leads good into the Market Watch we'll be talking about later, but we're probably never going to reach that time again where the SIR is so cheap and that had a Charizard on it. When I first joined the hobby and getting into vending and watching the prices of cards, no one liked Obsidian Flames. No one wanted that Charizard. It was literally dirt. And right now you'll see in the Market Watch what the price is. And kind of tying into that last comment, if we're going to be able to find this for MSRP is very unlikely due to the conditions of the market, how they are right now. An insane value if you do get it at MSRP. That's if you get it at MSRP. I know it's very, very unlikely you will, but if somehow you are, the value in this is crazy. You get 18 booster packs, a playmat, a deck box, 65 cards, a metal coin, 6 damage counters, and a code card. And then you get 2 promo cards being the Mega Charizard EX and then an Oricorio EX. Not sure if it's the same one that was revealed at Worlds. And let's go ahead and start looking at the market as it is already. We have MEO1, the Mega Evolution Booster Box, which is the base set. This is Scarlet Violet base, but Mega Evolution base. So we're going to be here from the very beginning. We're going to watch this market. It's going to be crazy right now just because of the way the market is. So we're going to see the prices. And the way that Scarlet and Violet base set, from my understanding, happened was it was a bad set. You couldn't sell it. People were getting rid of it for dirt. Now we're going to go back to a base set. Mega Evolution Booster Box base set, MEO1. Let's see what the price is and how this develops as the time goes on. A lot of you won't be here to see it fall. So let's go ahead and take a look at this price. This is the regular booster box, so this is not the enhanced one. This is probably the booster box they give you for the pre-release event, and there will not be a stamped Bulbasaur included with this one. The price is $332.38. $346 is the most recent sale, and that is the lowest listed, and a lot of these are sold, so people are paying the $350 for a booster box. Mind you, it is pre-sale, and this is probably one of the ones you'll get earlier from release, I believe a week earlier probably, but it will not have the promo. Let's go ahead and take a look at the promo one. We have the promo one that's going to be releasing on release day, and the lowest listed is $303.87. We have $288.88 as the most recent sale. This one does include the stamped promo of the Bulbasaur, which is surprising how it's significantly cheaper than the other one. I guess you are paying for the possibility of getting that earlier. I know those other ones released earlier, similar to how Journey Together had the release, but I'm not too sure how this release will go down. And then we have the ETBs. We're going to have the Gardevoir and Lucario one. They're going for around $100 each, and a lot of the other product is significantly over MSRP as you would expect in this current Pokemon market. $60 for a booster bundle, $13 a pack. So yeah, it's getting ridiculous right now. No prices on singles yet as far as I can see, so we're gonna have to wait and see for those prices as well. So like that comment was saying about the Charizard EX Scarlet Violet Obsidian Flames. This was a super cheap card. Look at this, $40. The chase of the set. Chase of Obsidian Flames, it's a Charizard EX based on the gimmick of the game, which is terrestrialization. If you see the hype with the current market of cards with the bird stained glass window, we'll get into it right now actually. If people are liking that card, why wouldn't they also like this card, right? Just because it isn't hyped in the moment, it gives me the same kind of feeling as the stained glass windows. So there's no reason why this one shouldn't be just as expensive, if not more, especially with it being Charizard. So we have market 121, most recent sale 125. But look at this chart. You can see $40 all the way to 121. The lowest listed is 125. And I have a few. I probably have like 4 of these maybe that I've been holding them when they were like $60, because in my opinion, this was just a no-brainer. Let me know what you guys think about this card, though. This is the card I am speaking of, the Moltres and Zapdos and Articuno GX Sunny Moon promo. I believe it was a 10 promo or something like that. You can see right here it was $20 in the September of last year, $16. And then it just had a massive climb to $120 was the most, almost 130, almost 130 was the all-time high for this card. It has since cooled down a little bit now, coming down to $100, maybe 110. This looks like where it's settling, but this card had a massive jump. And in the time frame of the Charizard, it was definitely not increasing as much. It was probably still around the $50 range. So once I saw that, I had a feeling like it was bound to reach pretty high lengths, not just because of the Charizard, of the chase of the set, but because of the art style. And then from Black Bolt, the Seismitoad, the card that was extremely hyped as soon as it released. Looks like, what was it again? The most, the all-time high was like 220. I did say I think it's a cool card and I would get it when it drops down. I still think it'll drop down a little more than what it is right now. $150 market, 153 the most recent sale, lowest listed 152. Again, it's an IR. Is it like, it's not, I don't think it's the Magikarp situation yet, just because Paldea Evolved is old. There's just not a lot of Paldea Evolved at the moment, and we saw the price of booster boxes for Paldea Evolved upwards of $400, so I think this can come down a little bit. I don't think it's going to stay at this range. Again, I could be wrong, but the post-release hype died down a little bit. Hopefully you didn't purchase it too high. We have the Victini promo from, what is it, the poster collection, or just the Victini illustration collection? That's what it is, no poster. Going for $15. This thing jumped. It was like an $8 card, then boom, $15 now. So if you're able to crack a bunch of these, the promos are worth a good amount of money now. So for this Victini promo, I'm also trying to see what the PSA 10 is going for right now, but everything PSA must be held up a little bit because I don't see any English solds list or any listings right now in PSA. I see a couple tags, maybe a CGC, but there's no PSA English on here, so we're gonna have to wait and see what they end up selling for. But the tag one is going for $300, but who's to say what the PSA one will come out of. Let's go over this Gengar really quick. Trainer Gallery from Lost Origin. This thing was like $10 for the longest time, $10 to $15 range. It is now $35. Most recent sale $33. Lowest listed $28.45 with $5 shipping. This is crazy. The $40 card now. I figured this card would go up, but I didn't think it would increase this much. I would think it would finally be like a $20 card and settle there. But with the way that Pokemon's going, anything is possible, especially with these big Pokemon, these big name Pokemon like Gengar, Pikachu. And speaking of Pikachu, that's the next one I want to talk about. So if you guys remember from my earlier Market Watch videos, I was talking about this Pikachu because I think it was just underrated, just the art of this, all the Pokemon in addition to this card. You have Zacian right there, I'm just now noticing actually. You see, this card's crazy. I was a big fan of this card and it was $20 for the longest, 15 to $20. And I thought I was crazy. I was like, how does no one else like this card except me? But people are finally showing the love that it deserves with the most recent sale 39, and then out before that 42. Lowest listed is 38.60, and I think this card is honestly worth even more than that. This is a secret rare from Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith was such a goated set. Everyone remembers Crown Zenith when it was cheap before it blew up. Everyone was ripping Crown Zenith. I knew a lot of people ripping this set, and I could not pull this Pikachu. I did not see a lot of people pull this Pikachu, but I knew, I was like, I need to get this Pikachu. I've been collecting this Pikachu for a while, and I'm so glad it's finally getting the love it deserves. Let's see what it is in PSA 10. $250. Still pretty cheap in my opinion. The secret rare from Crown Zenith, PSA 10, $250. I think that's a steal right there as it is. But yeah, that's gonna be my favorite card of the video. I'm gonna say that right there. Can I say that? That's my favorite card of the video. Now let's get into the Mew madness that has been going on lately. But first, let's go ahead and look at this UPC. The UPC is 527 market, $593.98 is the most recent sale. Lowest listed $594, so $600 for this UPC. Like I mentioned earlier, we were talking about the new mega set that would be getting the UPC alongside the Charizard. MSRP is going to be $120. You can see just based on this one how crazy these UPCs can get. $600. It's almost 6 times its MSRP. And if that's $600, we get this exclusive Mew EX promo from there. And I believe that's still the only way to get this card. And again, a sleeper card was going for $6 forever. Then it finally got some love, hitting that $30 mark, and then jumped right now. I didn't even realize this. The raw, $72. Lowest listed $72. And again, I can see this card continuing to climb. Let's go ahead and take a look at the PSA 10 of this. So it looks like the most recent sale was $770, but the best offer was accepted. It doesn't tell me the price there. Before that was $500. So pretty consistent sales at $500, a $500 slab. And but again, the only way to get that is through the $80 single or buying a $600 promo box and hoping that it's in there in a gradable condition. So the Mew madness extends to a lot of Mews that are out right now. There's Mew EX from Celebrations, $12.09. The most recent sale is $10.50. The lowest listed is $11.50. This is a reprint of the Mew EX. Celebrations did these reprints with the Pikachu 25 stamps, so you can bet the original one is significantly more expensive. So let's actually go to let's look at it. So we got the Mew EX from Legend Maker. This is the one that one is based off, I believe. 209 market, most recent sales $280, but the lowest listed near mint is $325. And there's not very many sales of this one. I believe there's not very many of these around. So we got the Sleepy Mew right here from Crown Zenith. If you guys were OG baggers at the beginning of the Market Watch, you know I talked about Crown Zenith so much. I always like Crown Zenith this. The Crown Zenith cards are underrated. These Galarian Galleries are super cool. And this Mew is one of them. I was watching it for like a cool while when it was like $10 to $12. Now we're seeing it finally really climb up to $40. Lowest list is $36. And it just keeps going up right there. The PSA version of this card is going crazy. $350, $370, $400, $380, $370. So it's pretty significant. But when I was watching the card, it was super cheap. That's so crazy. I did hold a lot of these for not as significant as the Pikachu because I figured this one wasn't the secret rare of the set, so I kind of got rid of them. Like when they increased a little bit. I wish I still had all the ones I was collecting of this because I had a good amount of them. This is a good card. Look at it. It's beautiful. And in Japanese is probably better because of the silver border. You guys can let me know in the comments below. Do you prefer the yellow border or the silver border? We have this Mew V alt art from Sword and Shield Fusion Strike, which is like actively getting pumped as we speak. Because it was a $60 card not that long ago, but look at all these sales. Look at we can scroll all the way down. August 18th, it was selling for $60. Today, the most recent sale is $122.99. Lowest listed is $144. This card is crazy. It's nonstop. So you should keep an eye out for this card if you're able to pick it up at a good price. Maybe a lot of people don't know it's increased. But yeah, this Mew V has skyrocketed. Mew Madness extending to Paldean Fate's Shiny Rare, I believe. Ultra Shiny Rare. This card was like $15 for a long time too. And look at that. Look at this chart. Just steadily increasing. $29.81 market price. Most recent sale is $30. And it doesn't look like it's going down too much. And then we have, of course, the biggest Mew EX of the modern era right now, the Bubble Mew. Again, OG baggers know this from the Market Watch. We were watching it around here when it was like that 420 mark, and then we saw it dip down a little bit to this 300 mark, and we said now's a good time to pick up this Bubble Mew. I don't think we're going to be getting it any lower than this, and they did skyrocket from there. $695 market, most recent sale $520, but that's not accurate. It says $700 right here. Yeah, Mew EX $700, crazy. And let's see what the PSA 10 is going for. So even the ultra shiny rare, $200 in a PSA 10, and then we have these right here, $2,100, $2,000, $2,000. So this Mew is steadily climbing, and it's climbing as we speak. The Pokemon market's crazy. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is gonna pop? Do you think this is coming to an end shortly? Do you think we will have those Obsidian Flame times again? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you baggers for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. It really helps out the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Shout out to the channel members Nexus and Lorcana Goons.